Yeah. Yeah, man, I do it for the fam. Tryna put food on my table going ham. PYT says she knows who I am.
Hey guys, what is going on? This is Mike, or Geekermon, bringing you another Destiny video. Today we're going to be talking about a popular subject, how to get better at PvP in Destiny. I have put together 10 things that I think have really helped me improve as a PvP player, and hopefully I can pass on this information to you. Before we get started, if you do enjoy the video, please leave me a like. It means so much to me and it really helps this channel grow. And last but not least, if you'd like to be a part of the Geek Squad and you want to be my new best friend, make sure and hit that subscribe button to see tons of Destiny videos just like this one. Alright guys, with that out of the way, let's get started. Number 1. Learn your subclass. This may seem like the simplest thing on earth, but you will not believe how many players there are in Destiny who don't understand or fully utilize the subclass that they're playing. Take some time to open up the menu and read through the different options, the different grenades, the different types of jumps. Know what you're playing with so that you can use it to outgun or outplay your opponents. If you have lightning grenades, don't throw them directly at your opponent. Know that you have a sticky grenade that needs to be placed tactfully on the wall behind them, or when you're pinching them in a corner. As far as grenades go, the most common violation I see is Axion Bolt. If you're playing as a Void Walker, you need to know 1, you're a glass cannon with low armor almost all the time, and 2, if you're gonna play with Axion Bolt, don't throw it at your opponent. It's all about controlling the space. Throw it behind your opponent and force them to run from it towards you. This will draw them out into the open for you and your teammates to get the kill. Like I said, read through your subclass, know that you can put on perks that will heal you when you call in your super, or perks that will grant you armor when you're in your bubble as opposed to more weapon damage. Know what you're working with so that you can maximize your talent against your opponents. Number 2, know your gear. Different gear is effective in different situations. Let me give you an example. The last word is great with a sniper. Thorn, or Mida Multi-Tool, is much better with a shotgun. Now I'm not saying that it's impossible to use last word and a shotgun, that's not what I'm saying. But knowing that your guns balance each other and knowing what guns to use for what maps makes a huge difference. I won't go through all of them because there are a ton of different combinations to explain, but what I will say is if you're running a shotgun, know what you want to use to balance that. Are you going to be pushing like crazy? Then you probably want to use something like the hand cannon I have on here, or the last word, or something that is really going to be up close and personal. I will tell you, in the current meta, universal remote and the last word are the best guns to use with a sniper, because you can snipe long range, but if an enemy pushes you, you have the ability to pull out your primary and be able to battle just as strongly in close quarters as you are at long range. Now, of course, before you go crazy in the comment section, there are tons of other guns that work well with snipers, like Doctrine of Passing or Hawksaw. The meta right now really does work well with snipers. If you're using a shotgun, I usually stick to using Mida Multi-Tool or maybe No Land Beyond. But beyond that, I'm going to have my sniper out. All of these things are just random examples of the basic fact. You need to know your gear to be able to use it in the best way possible. So take the time, read up on the range, the rate of fire, what kind of situations the weapons that you're using are good in. That will help you maximize your kills and do much better in PvP. Number 3, use your radar. Now, this is one that I really almost didn't say because I think it's common sense, but a lot of people don't look at their radar, especially beginner players. Your radar is always on. It's always showing you what direction your opponents are in, how far away from you they are. It's extremely beneficial. It's like screen cheating in the old Call of Duty games. With this system, you always know, oh, my enemy's up here, they're over to the right. Unless they're on the other side of the map, you're going to be able to see them. Utilize that. Now, this next tip is going to kind of roll into number 4. When you're using your radar, use it wisely. If you see 4 people on the map, right in front of you, it's Destiny, not Call of Duty. Do not push in and try to 1v4 them. You're going to lose. I guarantee it. This leads us to our next point, number 4. Always 1v1. But Mike, I'm MLG Pro Snipes. I can take out everybody with my guns and I don't even need a super. Don't do it. Be smart. Know that in Destiny you have a ton of health. If you go in trying to 1v3 all of these guys, even if they don't have thumbs, you're going to die. That's 3 grenades, 3 possible supers, 3 sniper rifles, or 3 shotguns. It's just not worth it. You have the ability, and most players have the ability to win in a one-on-one gunfight. This is why I always say dying less is the best way to do better in Destiny. And it may seem boring at first, and it may not seem quite as fun, but if you want to get better at the game, I really recommend you focus on trying to stay alive. I hardly play the Striker. I have no idea how to really maximize this class. So, by staying alive a lot longer, I'm able to get my KD up, and I'm able to play a lot better. Even though I don't have 40 kills, I may only have 10 or 12, I still have 0 deaths. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, this next one might completely change the way you play Destiny. When I figured this out, my game got so much better. Just instantly. Number 5, boots on the ground. In Destiny, flying all over the place and jumping out of situations is great. It's helpful, it works, but when you're trying to shoot your gun, when you are in the air, you are completely inaccurate. Hand cannons will miss shots way off to the side. Doctrine of passing will seem like it's doing no damage to your opponent. Fusion rifles seem to drop to a range of 0. Although I wish I had one in this clip right here because I can't seem to shotgun anyone. There we go. Seriously, try it out. Go into a game and don't jump around. Just stay on the ground and try to aim your primary. I think you will be pleasantly surprised how accurate your guns are all of a sudden. I'm talking even guns like Lord of Wolves or hip-firing Last Word. If you're standing on the ground, they're going to be way more accurate. It's just the way that the game is designed. Number 6, use your teammates. Your teammates are the biggest body shields, especially in 6v6 game modes. If you follow around your teammates and allow them to take the brunt of the damage, especially if you have some teammates that like to run and gun, then you're going to find yourself doing a lot better being right behind your teammates as opposed to leading the way. If you are not a pro player, you do not need to be on the front lines trying to battle it out. There's just no reason. And a somewhat similar note is number 7, save your super. A lot of times, people will use their super to get 1 kill or maybe even a double kill, thinking, alright, I got my super, it's time to do good. Try and do good without your super, and then save it for situations where you see 3 or 4 enemies lined up. You'd be surprised what opportunities you miss out on because you don't have your super, because right when you got it, you decided to use it on a single guy. Number 8, alternate weapons. A lot of times people will get stuck using the same guns over and over. If they're doing good, it's not a problem. If you're doing bad, it might be time to change it up. I know there's a meta, I know there's best weapons, but this hand cannon I'm using in this game is not the current meta, but I'm not doing bad with it. So try something new, put on a different role, put on a different weapon, see what you can come up with that might improve your game. Just because 25% of people use Mida doesn't mean you have to. Number 9's common sense, but I'm gonna say it anyway, practice. If you're not good at trials, practice elimination. If you're not good at control, practice control. All that you can do by playing is get better, not worse. Although some games it may seem like you've gotten worse when 4 supers hit you in the face and you throw another lightning grenade into the doorway. Yes, I know you've noticed this the entire video. I've thrown 4 lightning grenades into the doorway. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep the lightning grenade on, and I'm just going to continue to practice using it. I'm going to know where it releases from my hand, how high up I can stick it on the wall, what angle do I need to throw it at. Those are all things that I just need to practice doing in order to get better at the game. Now, number 10 is kind of a comical one, but at the same time, it's all too real. Number 10 is unsalt yourself. Now, I am just absolutely awful at this, but it is something to try to do better at because I do think the less pissed off you are, the better you play, at least for me. So thank you guys for watching. If you do enjoy the video, please leave me a like and don't forget to subscribe to join the Geek Squad. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.